All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of this Synergy Traders number 55. This is our annual Tech Wizards conference. So it's top educators sharing their favorite algorithms, software, indicators, apps, tools, and platforms for you to make money in the markets. So this event is brought to you by TradeOutLoud.com and TimingResearch.com, along with our co-sponsors, OptionProfessor.com and MadHedgeFundTrader.com. So, and just a reminder, of course, all of these presentations are for educational purposes only. Trading is not suitable for all people. Please consult a financial advisor and only trade with money you can afford to lose. All of these sessions are being recorded individually, and they will be available on TimingResearch.com as soon as I can get them processed. Also, if you search for Timing Research on YouTube, Substack, or your favorite podcast app, you'll be able to find them there as well. So I'm happy to have Silas Peters of Trades Trending here to open the day for us. So Silas, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you.
All right, awesome. Thanks, David. Appreciate that. And I just want to do a quick audio visual check in the chat room, make sure I'm looking at the right chat room. Can everybody type a Y or a 1 if you guys can hear me and see my screen okay? Very much appreciate that. All right, perfect. All right, so thank you, David and Aka, the Timing Research team. I really appreciate you having me back on. These are always excellent events, and I'm sure that it's been a packed week here, learning from some other great traders and educators. And today, I want to talk about what I call the #1 AI and cycle timing tool for catching major trends. This is something that is very unique. I don't know that it exists anywhere else on the World Wide Web, and was not created by DeepSeek. This is created by yours truly here at Trades Trading, and I'm very excited to come in and demo this with you. Now, before we begin, we all know that trading is risky. We must cover the risk disclaimer. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You must always consult your tax or financial advisor before applying real risk capital in the markets. Bottom line is, do not trade with capital you cannot afford to lose. Okay, I think we all know that, probably see that many times over the course of this week. We've got Fed today as well. Always be careful trading around news events. Just use some common sense. Okay. Now, what I want to talk about really here is not just having the very best strategies for the next 90 days, but really for the rest of the year. I mean, we are really in unprecedented times. We're at the start of a new year. I mean, we're now rounding out January, hard to believe, but if you're not armed with the best tools and best strategies in the markets, and you don't have an edge, you're going to likely continue, if you already are, continue to falter and suffer in the market and be on that continuous hamster wheel. And really, if you're not armed with the very best strategies for the next, I'd even say 30, 60, 90 days, you could miss your best chance at a potential, $10,000 trading opportunities. And that's not just some random number. These are real opportunities that are presenting themselves now. We're positioned in several, and I'm going to show you how you can do this really without taking unnecessary risk, because people think you've got to take unnecessary risk to achieve these types of results, without making complicated trades or really spending hours in front of your computer. Again, none of that is necessary. Now, if that's what you like to do, then by all means help yourself, but it's not needed to see and find success in the markets. Now, during this workshop today, I'm going to talk about the shocking details behind what experts are predicting could be the most impactful thing in the markets. We're talking all asset classes. 5 reasons why 99% of traders will likely lose money in 2025 and beyond. It should be 2025. And really what, using tools and strategies to help protect your wealth. And really why there's never been a better time than right now to be a trader. We think that this is a trader's environment. We think this is going to be a great year for traders. but you absolutely have to know what it is you're doing and have an edge while you're doing that. And I'm going to talk about really, again, my number one strategy that could give you the opportunity to earn an income or earn money from the market using a tried and true proven methodology and strategy. Okay. Now, that's a huge promise, I realize, but if you are willing to keep an open mind, if you're willing to keep an open mind, what about the real reveal could change your trading? Okay. And what I do want to cover are a couple of risk disclaimers here is that, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a do nothing, get paid. We all know that building, any type of business, including a trading business, does require real effort on your part. The people that take action usually do see results. You can't just sit there and expect things to happen if you're not putting in effort and treating it like a business. And I've never really seen tools or methodology that could create opportunities that I'm about to show you. Again, you're not going to hear about this anywhere else. You're certainly not going to hear it from your Main Street financial advisor, the mainstream media, or really any school you can think of. I'm going to tell you this: school cannot teach what we're about to share today. And the reason I'm revealing this to you today is because this is a tool that I literally use every single day. I use it and I've had success with it, and I want to give back. I want to share with this. Now, the overall theme behind it may not sound like something brand new, but this tool that I'm going to share with you is absolutely incredible to give you a trading framework. In fact, call it a 4-step trading framework that you will use every day to find trades such as this. This is a case study here in Netflix. Okay, this tool that I'm about to share with you helped me identify this trade at Netflix. Look at this. You look at this market or this chart right here of Netflix. It's getting hammered, right? Getting hammered, and you're like, there's no way I would ever step in and buy this thing. But if our system and our tools that, again, I'm about to share with you, predicts a bullish forecast ahead, this is where and how and why we can come in and catch this so-called falling knife. We do it in a very systematic manner. We've got rules in place, favorable risk to reward, and what we try to do is turn this into a rinse and repeat process. Okay, same thing here in crude. If I just looked at this chart, I just looked at this chart right here, I say this thing is nasty, it's a mess, it's directionless, but our system was predicting a bullish forecast. Okay, a bullish forecast ahead for crude. That led to a $24,000 per contract move. No doubt, $24,000 per contract move. And these types of trades, these setups, these ideas are handed to you on a virtual platter every single day. Same thing here in JP Morgan. Okay, market sold off, then it rose, and now it's going sideways. People are like, well, I guess is it breaking out? Maybe it's breaking out. I'm going to buy the highs, but our system was predicting a bearish forecast. We knew, if anything, not to be getting long here, but in fact, we were looking to go short, and that captured a 30% move to the downside. Okay, amazing opportunities. And we've got hundreds of students that are using this tool, following this methodology with a proven process. Okay, a proven process. And again, it's people taking action, right? I can't reach into the computer and force you to do anything. It's very simply people taking action, and they're seeing results. Okay, now my results nor my students' results are not typical. Most people hear about these strategies and they don't take action. I've already kind of touched on that. But very simply, they don't take action, and therefore you don't get results, okay? And that's why these results are not typical. Now, what I want to cover today is how to never be lost in the market. What is the most important factor you need in trading? How to use AI in your trading? AI, all the buzz, okay? And I'm going to ask you this, is this trading for you? If you're one of those that are sick and tired of spending countless hours researching what stock or ticker or symbol to trade, this trading can be for you. If you're frustrated, feeling like you're deciding direction of a trade based off a coin toss, then this training is for you. And if you're done with being a dollar short and a day late when it comes to being profitable in the market, then this training is for you. Now, my goal is quite simple, is to make this training worth at least $3,000 for you. My only ask is that you treat it like you paid $3,000 to learn. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you a chance and an invitation to gain access to my personal and proprietary Trend Insider software. And I'm also going to share with you potential $10,000 trade opportunity. So if that sounds good, then let's get right into it, okay? And again, I want to show you, we've got countless stories, success stories that come in because people are very simply following the process, following the methodologies, and they're following the data, okay? Following data. I want you to remember that. Now, those results do not happen without action in a system. And when I say system, this is what I mean. This is what we're trying to accomplish. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money, all by following a simple rinse and repeat process that you can take to the markets every single day. The systems are extremely important. And, as I've gone on through my trading journey throughout the years, I have to have a system, right? Systems keep me in line, keep me on track. And so I'm going to ask you, what do you think is the number one thing holding you back? One of the most common problems or issues that I encounter with new traders is this, markets go up, markets go down, markets go sideways. New traders, just getting in, just to get in with no real plan, no real process, no real system without having a clue about direction. And so the number one issue that I feel will prevent you from being successful is direction. Now, yes, we can use data, we can use these tools that I'm about to share with you without being 100% right. But why would you ever entertain getting into a stock or a commodity or a currency or ETF, whatever it is you're trading, without knowing or understanding the potential direction of that market, right? I mean, if you knew that that history and data told you that XYZ stock goes down or has gone down 90% of the time at this particular time over the last, 30 years, would you still go in and get long? I mean, why would you put yourself in that situation? So we're going to talk about direction, okay? And I'm going to help you with this today. Now, real quick, but in case you don't know who I am, who am I? Why you should listen to me? I'm the founder of Trades Trinity, co-founder of Blue Ball Advisors. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a risk taker. I'm a full-time trader. I'm a speaker, author, educator, worked at the Board of Trade, all that good stuff. But these three things down here is really what makes it all worth it, right? I'm a husband. I'm a father to two girls, and I'm a mentor to thousands, okay? And that really and truly is what makes everything we do worth it. And really, I'm probably a lot like you. I love hanging out with friends and family. I enjoy the outdoors, golfing, hiking. I love good food, good drinks, and I absolutely love the markets. I live, eat, and breathe the markets. And my promise to use this is that by the end of this workshop, You're going to see a system and a tool that will help simplify the markets and help simplify your process every day and give you and really set you up to give you the very best trades each day. Now, I want you to think about this. Think about the sheer number of markets that are in front of us each day. You know, when I put this slide together, there were like almost 8,000 stocks listed on the New York Stock Exchange, almost 4,500 stocks on the Nasdaq, 2,000 stocks on the Shanghai. In fact, when you combine it all together, all the pink sheets and the Canadian and German exchanges, the other commodity and futures markets and currencies and other liquid, illiquid REITs and MLPs and preferreds and fixed income and spreads, you're looking at over 245,000 tradable symbols. Think about that. 245,000. I mean, no wonder that 97% of average everyday traders and investors start off behind the 8 ball. I mean, it's no wonder that you're likely sitting there every day staring at the charts, glazed eyes. No wonder at the end of the day, week, month, you likely have little to show for your time and effort, right? I mean, we all can resonate with that some. Well, what if there was an easy button? What if you're able to filter 245,000 symbols down to 5 with one click of a button? And not just a random 5, guys. Not random 5, but 5 of the top markets set to make a move. Now, you can sit there and sift through almost 8,000 tickers and symbols, or you can reach out and smash the easy button. And when I talk about the easy button, what I talk about is leaning on the power of technology, where literally with one click of a mouse button, you get the markets that you should be focusing on. They give you the highest odds, the highest chance of success in the markets, where you get the symbol, you get the directional bias, it should be long, short, as well as the strength ID for that particular market. Okay, it doesn't just work on stocks. We've had this built for futures and even currencies, even the Forex market. Okay, so this is really kind of a one-stop shop system that covers all of the key asset classes. Okay, now the $64,000 question, right? This is what makes markets. Traders have their opinions. Should I be long? Should I be short? Should I be out? Bulls, bears, fear, greed all kick in. Would knowing what direction you should be trading a financial instrument help you? Would it give you an immediate leg up on where you are now? Now, this question here, if you don't know whether the market you're looking at is a buy candidate, a sell candidate, or maybe just be out, then you do not have an edge. You do not have an edge. Simple as that. If you do not have an edge, you might as well start flipping coins, shaking your kid's magic 8-ball, or go visit a tarot card reader. Okay? No offense to any tarot card palm readers here. I'm sure you're very good at your craft. But what if there was an easy button? Now, we know that those are ridiculous examples. We're not going to do any of that. In fact, I forbid you. Okay? Trading as a business, you have to take it very seriously. And as you're going to learn here momentarily, you can have a crystal clear trading plan that you can take to the markets in utmost confidence every single trading day. That is the exact difference between successful traders that you may or may not follow and part-time retail traders who seem to always end up on the wrong side of the trade time and time again. Successful traders have an easy button for nailing market direction. And when we talked about Trend Insider just a few moments ago, Trend Insider is your easy button on the markets. We don't have to rely on a coin toss to figure out direction. Okay, that within seconds, is that stock or commodity or currency long? Is it short? I mean, it's really that simple and easy. The problem most retail traders fall into is overcomplicating the process. Am I right? Type a ME Type me in the chat if you're guilty of falling into this trap. I mean, I'm raising my hand. I'm saying me because we're all human, right? We're human, and we have a tendency to make things more complicated than it should be. Now, this is my 4-step system at a glance. And feel free to write this down or take a screenshot if you wish, but it's very simple. We're going to scan the market for opportunity. We're going to analyze direction of that market. We're going to make a decision, and then we're going to execute the trade. Is that hard? Is that difficult? No. The goal here is to do the same thing every single time you trade. Okay? And so let's do this. Let's look at a quick case study. What I want to do is show you, I want to prove to you how we let technology help us make better, faster, easier trading decisions. Okay, let's look at this chart here. Daily chart of new. I think we can all agree, if we have an eyeball or two, if you look at this chart, last 8, 9 months or whatever, you see that the market is going lower. We got lower highs, lower lows, and your call options would be worthless. You're getting chopped around on price. You're humbled, and sadly, what are a lot of the retail traders doing out here? Oh, breakout low. I'm going to sell the low. I'm going to sell the low. Okay, but let me ask. You're considering taking a short position, right? That's what the trend is doing. The trend is down. Consider taking a short position. But what if you knew that Nucor has actually been bullish in this period that I just showed you for 18 of the last 21 years, that has had a percent increase of 7% historically over the next 23 days, and Nucor has been positive 86% of the time with an average gain of 7% over the last 21 years. Silas, the stock is going lower. Well, let me ask you this. Would you buy or sell this stock, or would you stay on the sidelines? So let me see where you're at. Type a B for buy, S for sell, or O for out. Let me see where you are. Okay? Now, based on the data I have in front of me, I can immediately eliminate sell because the facts are the facts. As a trader who has relied on historical data to make market predictions that have paid myself and my readers year after year after year, I have to go with what history says. It says I can be long or I can be out. But getting short is not an option on this trade. There's no other possible way you could find and even know all of that data to make a quick decision unless you are harnessing the power of technology. Meet your new easy button, Trend Insider. This is exactly what Trend Insider does for you. It is your easy button in the markets that helps you find direction, have stocks or other asset classes, ETFs, commodities, currencies given to you, and you never have to worry if you're trading on the wrong side of the market. And because we knew the data, we knew what history is telling us of what this asset, i.e. Nucor, has done in the past, we knew not to be selling those lows. In fact, we knew to be getting long because of what history and what the data is telling us. You know in advance where the key turning points are in every market. Okay, now type a 1 in the chat if you would be interested in learning how to do this all in under 5 minutes or less. All in under 5 minutes or less. I mean, let me ask you this. Type in live. Type in LIVE. That could be live. That could be live. If you want to see this tool live in action. Okay. All right, let's do this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up the software. Can you guys, let me pull this up. Just let me know, guys, if you can see my screen here. Can you guys see the screen? Sometimes when I bounce around and stuff. Okay, so this is a glimpse of Trade Insider. Let me actually bring this up. There we go. All right, so this is your home page. Now, what I want to do, we have very limited time here, but I'm going to actually show and prove to you how quickly we can find ideas in under 5 minutes, okay? I used to pull up a little timer tool. That was fun, but this is your homepage here. We could see, all kinds of markets. We could see the performance and all kinds of good stuff. But notice up here, we've got two scanners. We have best trends and we have top ranks. So if I go to best trends, that's going to come down and give me the top 5 best trending markets based off of history, based off of cycle data, okay? And so if we look at Stitch Fix right here, SFIX, I'm going to come down and do a drop-down analysis. And what you can see here is that this market is following its seasonal trend the way it has in the past, the way it has done in history, right? And here in red, this is current year. Now, if we look, I'm going to go down to the bottom right hand of the chart, and let's look at Stitch Fix. Let's just type in SFIX, and here we are, right out of the gate, we've traded higher, okay? This is giving you an idea on that virtual silver platter. Now, we have another scanner down here called Top 5 Algo Rank. Top 5 Algo Rank. And we have immediately, we can see the directional bias. It's giving us, should we be long or should we be short or should we be out? So if we look at VRT, ranked in order here, let's do analysis. This analysis says that if I invested $10,000 every year going back to its complete history, going back to 1973, this would be my equity curve. We obviously want to see an upward sloping equity curve, right? Then we also get all kinds of data, okay? I can see all the performance history. I've got, last 10 years, not so favorable. All years, though, investing to the long side in BRT has yielded an 8% return with a success rate of about 78.5%. That's pretty good. Almost 80%. Average drawdown has been about 17%. Okay, we can see the same thing here for Disney. If I invested in Disney in January, going back to 1970, all years yielded about a 4.5% return, success rate about 68%, and so on. So this is giving me the data that I need to know to make data-driven decisions, okay? That's how I find my opportunities. Now, what we can do is we can take it a step further. This is just giving me the top 5, guys. This is just giving me the top 5. If I wanted to go even further, drill down even further, I can sort by U.S. stocks, international stocks, indices, commodities, Forex. I can sort by micro, small, mid, large caps, and I can even drill down into individual sectors. If I wanted to look at industrials, if I wanted to look at financials, I have the ability to do that, okay? Now, this is where it gets exciting. This is where it gets exciting. So we have some pre-built lists. We have all the major stock indices. We have all the major futures, indices, rates, energies, metals, grains, meat, softs, currencies. We have Forex pairs. We have all of the key sector ETFs, global ETFs, and we even have a pre-populated stock list. We even have Bitcoin and Ether. And so what I view this is I view this as like my roadmap or GPS at really any point in the year. You know, let's say the clock strikes midnight, January 1st, I could be sitting on my couch in my pajamas and basically see the entire roadmap for the rest of the year in any market I choose. In fact, we have over 4,000 instruments. You can come up here, you type in whatever instrument or ticker you want to view, and it's going to populate. And so right now, I'm just looking at the SPY, right? S&P 500, everybody's familiar with that. And by default, we have these buttons up here that will automatically display the last 10 years, the last 20 years, and then all years of data for that particular instrument, right? So in SPY, we've got data that goes back to 1993. Some markets only go back maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 years, depending on when they were listed on the exchange. We got some markets that go back, to 1960, 1950. Think like something like GE. We've got grain markets that go back, into the 60s. Some of the metals, and we can even, bifurcate this data even more. If we want to see a specific range, let's say 2001 to, I don't know, 2005, we can do that. Oops. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's go back to SPY. So here we have all years. And then what I was trying to show you is that, I could come in and hide any data points that I want to see. Okay, let's say, I want to see the last 10 years. I want to see the last 20 years. And what I'm looking for are these key cycle points. Okay, so let's hide last year. And here's what I'm referring to is basically being able to see the future. I can see exactly the market expectations ahead of time. So what would we want to be doing here? I'm going to give you a pop quiz. What would we want to be doing here in the market? What would we want to be looking for here? What would we want to be looking for here or here? Yeah, we want to be either sellers or at least taking profits off longs. Here in mid-March, we know that we would be looking to become buyers. We might look to take profits here, and if we are smart and we have the education, the knowledge, then we'd be looking to take shorts, right? Buying puts, selling call options, selling the outright derivative. And this is what we do on a rinse and repeat basis. We come down here, we get even more data, percent of positive months. We can see how favorable a particular asset is, and our monthly average performance. Okay, our monthly average performance, if we know that these particular months are weaker, but the next month or two or series of months on the backside are stronger, we are looking to be buying. We're looking to be buying right here because we expect strength to ensue. If we're here in July, we're looking to be sellers on strength because we know that August and September are weak. Then we're going to be looking to be buyers, rinse and repeat. We have a monthly average volatility widget as well. And this is great for options traders because if we see months of low volatility, then we would prefer to be call buyers, call buyers, put buyers, debit spreads. And then months of high volatility, this is when we'd be looking to sell options, sell premium, right? High volatility, we'd be looking to sell options. And then we can see that equity line very, very clearly, is it favorable to be a buyer or a seller? And then we also have some really other cool tools in here. We got this, what's called trade day of the week. Okay, and again, we're looking at SPY, but it could be any instrument. It could be cattle, it could be Alibaba, it could be the Canadian dollar. We get this data, and it shows us, okay, what days of the week are more favorable. We see, what days are flat, which days are weak, and we also have what's called day of month. DOM is day of month, okay? And so what I like to do is use this as a tool to help time, right? If my AI signal over here is giving me a buy, okay, where are we from a day of month perspective? Well, I don't necessarily, if I want to be a buyer, depending on my time frame, I want to be buying on these days, right? I want to be buying on these days, expecting strength to follow, right? If I was looking to sell a particular asset, I would be looking to sell on these days, days of strength. And so that's how that helps you. You can see all this broken down in a calendar window. Okay, let's say you want to get an idea on the 30-year bond. Okay, 30-year bond. We have data here. What is the data telling us? How we should be positioned. Does everybody see that? But the key thing here is being able to come here and find find an idea, the top 5 every single day. So type a 2 in the chat if you see how that could give you an edge. Type a 2 in the chat if you think you could come into the market, pull up your software. By the way, that's web-based. Literally 1-2 clicks of a mouse button, you have your top ideas at the click of a mouse button. You scan across a basket of markets, enter your favorite ticker, press a button, and you get years and years of data. Not just cycle turning points, cycle highs, cycle lows based on data, but you're getting AI-based buy and sell signals using our proprietary 26-stage checkpoint. Now, you could do all that by hand, and it might take you, a few days, maybe a few weeks, but why would you do that when you have a push button solution that you could do settings? Could that help you in your trading? I'm telling you, the data that I just showed you to make data-driven decisions gives you an edge. I'm going to say this one more time. If you do not have an edge in your trading, I do not mean to sound harsh. If you don't have an edge, you don't need to be in the market. Otherwise, you're burning dollar bills. You're giving your money to the market. Now, if you would like access to Trade Insider, you can drop your number into the chat if you're interested. That will give you access to this software that will allow you to trade all markets. Allow you to trade all markets. Allow you to have confidence in every trading decision, to start seeing success, to be on the right side of the market, to quit guessing. Okay? The other thing that Trade Insider gives you is this, our AI algo access. This gets you on the side of AI. We know AI is dominating the world, right? Well, let's use it to our advantage in the markets. Use it to our advantage in the markets to find high odd, high probability signals. That's what we're on a quest for. That's our quest, is to put the odds and the probabilities on our side in every trade situation. You're also going to get access to our private Telegram room, so you never miss an opportunity. You're going to get alerted every week to our top ideas that the software is producing and handing to us. You're also going to get access to our live weekly sessions. In fact, we're holding a live session this Friday where we break the markets down from top to bottom, looking at and hunting the next best idea based on what our software is giving us. We dive into everything from the S&P, bonds, gold, oil, stocks, sectors, currencies, much, much more. And it'll be very interesting to see post-Fed, in a post-Fed environment, what kind of opportunities are going to be for us. But we have live weekly trade sessions every week, live market environment. We cover multiple markets, our tools, our process, methods, real world live trading opportunities. Now, you're going to get access to Trade Insider software dashboard for 12 months. You're going to get access to my day and swing trading strategies that are not available anywhere else. You're going to get top 5 weekly alert picks, my 7-day playbook, trade entry checklist, live market analysis, and access to our private Telegram room. Now, by utilizing the Trend Insider, my top 5 checklist, weekly live market analysis, my playbook, plus all the other resources I'm including, you can now swing trade in confidence. You could have, with confidence, begin to accurately and methodically position yourself, your trading, your retirement accounts, the family money you might be responsible for managing by knowing these key turning points in the largest markets. Now, I want to show you again the ideas that present themselves over and over again. Look at this here in Walmart. This is a snapshot from Trend Insider. We see this market has been trading lower. In fact, it was forecasted lower. And then we see this right here, what I call a major turning point. Why? Because the market basically stops in its tracks and then goes straight up. We can confidently come in at that exact spot and we realize an 18% gain to the upside because history is repeating, history is following itself. Same thing here in the 30-year bonds or TLT. This right here, here's where we are, predicting a market to rise, predicting a market to fall, and that was a $5,000 per contract opportunity. Here in crude oil, same thing, a $21,000 turning point. You know in advance where these turning points are because remember, you have that roadmap. You have that roadmap out into the future. S&P 500, 20-year analysis, guys. 20-year analysis. You realize the power of knowing these key turning points in the S&P 500? 5 trades. 5 trades in one single market. That is a $79,000 per single contract opportunity. These become game changers. These types of trades can change your lifestyle. Now, if all this did was prevent you from jumping into the market at the wrong time, placing losing trades, actually taught you what to buy, what to sell, when to enter, when to exit at the right time, would it be worth the investment? If all this did was afford you the ability to make highly accurate decisions about trend, what market to trade, where to enter, would it be worth the investment? Would it be worth the investment to know exactly where Walmart is likely going to make a top so you can position yourself for a 25% move to the downside? Would it be worth it to know when Google makes a seasonal high or Google makes a seasonal low? Could you have bought puts or sold bear calls? Could you have bought calls or sold bull put spreads? Yes. What about knowing the exact cycle highs of Dollar General, where you can position yourself with the stock or with options or protect your current positions? There's no way anybody knew the exact data or turning points in Dollar General unless that is the only thing that you trade and you traded it probably for 30 years. I want you to become our next success story. by following the software, following the methodology, using the cycles, the AI to make data-driven decisions. Now you can get started today by going to TradeOutLoud.com/now. We offer this software on our website for $19.97. Today you can get started for a one-time payment of $7.97. Okay, you're going to get access to all of this here, and not just this. You also will get direct access to me. I don't know how many other people you might be following out there where you can get direct access to the creator, the educator of the product. We don't just end here, guys. We're in this together. Now you can see why it's worth every penny at $9,600. Again, we sell a scanner alone for $19.97. You guys can get started today. A one-time payment of $7.97. You go to TradeOutLoud.com/now. Now this is very cool. You know, this is again is what makes it worth it. This guy here, he's learning to fish. He's learning to fish using this software. We've got, David here having success, paid for his membership in one trade. You've got Stan, who made 100% in an option in less than 2 days. It's people having success. People having success, taking action. These success stories come in all the time. Now, I'm going to recap everything that you're getting. Access to the Trade Insider software dashboard by day swing trading strategies, top 5 weekly alerts, 7-day playbook, trade entry checklist, live market analysis that are all recorded. If life gets in the way, you can't make it, they're recorded and archived for your viewing convenience. You can get started today. We're opening this up to 15 slots. Why? Because we actually take care of our students, our clients, our members, and we want to make sure you get going and get going immediately. So I've got a couple minutes here before I turn it back over. I'm going to answer some questions. No, this is not a renewal. This is not a renewal. This is a one-time payment. This is cloud-based, so you don't need to connect it to Interactive Brokers. You don't need to connect it to Wealth Charts. You don't need to connect it to TradeStation. If you can open up a browser on the World Wide Web from your laptop, your PC, your smartphone, anywhere in the world, you're going to have access. What markets are covered? Great question. Markets covered here. We have over 4,000 instruments, all the major indices, all the major futures groups, Forex sectors, global ETFs, and thousands of stocks. And this is how we get on the right side of the market each and every day. Top 5 weekly alerts sent through Telegram. Yes, you'll get your membership information sent to you directly to your inbox, your login credentials, and you can get going immediately. Guys, I very much appreciate your time listening to me. I hope you understand how passionate I am, how powerful this is that we put together. There are no data feeds. We cover all of the data. We cover all the data across stocks, options, futures, and Forex. There's no data feeds. There's no external feeds. The win rate and profit factor are inside of the members area, Omar. So I showed you, if you go into, let's see, if we come over here and you bring this down, and drop the analysis, and you can see how profitable that market has been over the life of since it's been around. You can see the performance, the volatility, percent success, max drawdown, and all the data you need. TradeOutLoud.com/now. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to the Timing Research crew. Thank you so much, David and Anka, for having me on. Always a pleasure. Appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful week. Happy FOMC Day. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the inside. Take care, everybody.